Island of New Zealand. Another beautiful day, not quite as sunny as it was yesterday, but really this circuit, doesn't matter what the weather is doing, it is a resplendent place to be. Jonathan Green here, welcome you to Highlands Park, wherever you're tuning in, whether it be on the live stream or here at Highlands. We are underway for qualifying for the Castrol Toyota Racing Series. Alongside me is double champion and a man on his way in the motor racing world, now racing in Japan, of course, New Zealand's own Nick Cassidy. And here's one of his opponents for this year, Lucas Auer from Austria. Lucas had a good day yesterday, still getting to find his way back into single-seaters, having done several years in DTM for Mercedes as a factory driver. But he's making a new career, and he too will be going to Japan this summer to race there. So he's come here, down to New Zealand, for his third run and third go at trying to win the Toyota Racing Series. And Lucas Auer, I would have said, would be, certainly going into this weekend, the firm favourite to win here, up against the likes of Marcus Armstrong, who of course was very close to winning the title last year, and he too is back this year. Good morning, Nick. We're still reeling, I think. The talk, the gossip, the chat in the bars last night all around Cromwell had to be about young Liam Lawson. A fantastic win and a great way to start 2019. Yeah,
good morning, Jonathan. Great to be back in the box. Massive day for TRS yesterday. Obviously the biggest story being Liam Lawson catching that win on debut, which was huge, and Marcus Armstrong and Lucas Auer providing great competition behind him.
A 1-2-3 for M2 competition and a 1-2 for New Zealand. But this man that you're looking at on screen right now, I've been talking to his family and friends this morning, and they are out in full flow to watch him and cheer him on, because I think it was a surprise to everybody, including Liam, because he's done well. He's been chomping at the bit to get into TRS, but I mean, he didn't just win, he won by 9 seconds. He put 4 fastest laps in a row at one point from lap 6 to 9, and he was what we call in the zone. There's no question about it. No one could touch him.
Yeah, 100%, and he did everything right. The start, into the bus stop on the first lap, he was aggressive, he was strong, and he showed others that they can't push him around. So that was an awesome statement for him to make. But the one thing for a young guy like that, he's got to keep pushing. You know, there's Marcus in P2 yesterday. He'll be strong this morning. Lucas is getting back to use the single-seaters again, and I think he'll come out stronger again today too.
The one that also impressed me, and he'll start race 2 because it's a reverse grid. We had as we look at the times so far, Das 129.9, the fastest man so far, and Lawson and Muth is Esteban Muth. I want to talk about him. He starts pole position in the reverse grid, top 6 from yesterday's draw by Lawson, and alongside him Brendan Leach, another one of the Kiwis. I think that's going to be an interesting race, but he was the one that impressed me out of those that we don't know too much about.
Very true. Another 16-year-old guy. Look, he's got very little experience. So he's done 6 races in French F4, which is a much slower car compared to TRS. So he's made the jump up, and it's a very good debut for him too.
The man you're looking at right now, number 28, Cameron Das from Maryland in Baltimore, is definitely a fast runner. He came here last year and learnt his way. Didn't do too much last year, but has come back and is definitely also one of the favourites. He was quick yesterday, but he got into a tussle with Muth and with Brendan Leach. It ended up in the gravel, got out of the gravel and ended up back in 9th position. But I do expect bigger things from Cameron, and Cameron's not here to make up the numbers for sure.
And he's just gone P1.
But there you go. So 129.2 is the fastest time. You're watching qualifying 2, and this is a change to the usual arrangements. We usually have back-to-back qualifying sessions on the Saturday in Toyota Racing Series, but this year, and I quite like it, they've changed the format. Your thoughts, Nick, on at least having an overnight thought process to get into qualifying 2?
Well, it's great for the young guys. Guys like Esteban, you know, his first qualifying in TRS was yesterday. He's had a race to get more experience, to sleep on it, and to come back out this morning probably a bit stronger. So I think it's great for guys like that. At the same time, conditions are cool. It's the perfect time for running, and probably going to see a lap record this morning.
I was about to ask you, what are the conditions? The conditions are definitely much cooler than they were yesterday. It was blisteringly hot all day yesterday, right from the get-go in the morning. Today, much cooler, and in fact, we are expecting possible weather to come in. We've got a cold front coming in, possible rain, and we've heard even possible hail, so I can't believe how much it could change. But here we are. We're in the Southern Island. Things do change here quickly. Yeah, for sure. This morning, these guys are one of the first categories on track, so I think the biggest thing will be the dust. There's a lot of gravel and a lot of wind around, so dust gets onto the track very easily. Maybe it will take a while to clean up, and the last lap could be the best here. Another man that impressed me yesterday, Raoul Hyman. He started pole position, and he is the fastest man at the moment, 2:29.2. And in fact, Artem Petrov, the young Russian from St. Petersburg, has just gone quickest. And that's really impressive because they've literally rebuilt his car yesterday to get him just into race one. And look at him go now. Armstrong, 1:28.8. And I think your predictions are coming true. 3 drivers now in the 1:28s. And look who's on top. Armstrong versus Lawson. This is going to be a battle for the ages. This is going to be really interesting. Yeah, 100%. Same time, we've got Lucas Auer with a purple sector 1, purple sector 2. And a massive bit of clear space in front of him. So this qualifying session is going to be a nail-biter. Yeah, only 6 minutes to go. They don't get a lot of time on track, so if you're going to do it, you've got to do it soon. And at the moment, Liam Lawson with 2:28.8, but as you quite rightly point out, we're watching out on Lucas Auer, who does go 28.7, just 0.063 quicker than Lawson. And this, of course, will decide the grid for the feature race here, race 3, which is the big one. And 3 races each weekend, 15 races in all. It's a big 5 weeks. There's no time to rest. In a few days' time, we'll be down in Invercargill at Terratonga, and that we do it all again. 3 more races. Our fastest with that 1:28.7. And again, he's just done the fastest first split, an 18.5, and that's 3/10 quicker than anybody else. Lawson still second, Armstrong still third at the moment. Petrov dropping now to 4th place with 5 minutes to go in this session.
Jonathan,
I'm really interested to see how Lucas goes here. You know, this first sector that he's done now is the fastest first sector by a couple of tenths.
Let's see what the latest is in the pits. Murray Taylor, what have you got?
Well, Jonathan, a real sense of anticipation here after yesterday. Of course, they only get about 6 laps, so this is absolutely critical. This the qualifying for the main race, and the team's looking on nervously. These are critical laps right now.
Perfect, thank you, Murray. Murray Taylor, of course, here in the pits, and he'll be keeping us up to date with what's going on down there at the business end. This could be the fastest lap of the weekend. Lucas Auer is on a quick one. He's just on an 18.5 first sector, second sector 36.2, and a 28.4. Whoa! Well, Nick, you've got to race him this year. Good luck with that.
Yeah. Like I was saying before, you know, Lucas, he's come back to the championship. It's going to take him a while to get used to single seaters again. He hasn't been racing them for a long time, so he's probably, like a rookie, going to improve a lot.
Are we doing an interview with...
All right, Lawson in second place, Armstrong still third,
Are you listening on the radio?
Artem Petrov, and we're now down into the 4 minutes remaining, and remains to be seen whether anybody will go quicker than that. I don't think anybody's going to top Auer's time, but we'll soon find out. Esteban Muth, let's keep an eye on him. He's 8th at the moment. No mention so far of Kotaka of Japan. He's 9th at the moment. And Brendan Leach down in 10th. Disappointment so far then for Brendan. Let's see if he can improve on his time. Lawson now second with 1:28.6. That's his time. He's taken it down a little bit, so he's still only 2 tenths. Less than, in fact, of Lucas Auer. So Lawson may have some powder left. We'll soon find out. Here is the man from Japan, and as I said, he was 9th. He's just gone to 4th fastest. Kazuto Kataka, just 19 years of age, will be racing in Formula 3 with Tom's Toyota, and I know you've done the same. And it's a big career move for him, isn't it?
Yeah, he's definitely got a lot of pressure on his shoulders this year. You know, moving to Tom's factory team in Formula 3, so he's down here to prepare for that, and I think they're expecting some big things from him.
Cameron Dass moving up the board. He's 7th at the moment, but that won't satisfy him. He wants to be further up. Parker Lock at the back at the moment. The 2 Americans, Dev Gore with him. Dev Gore did a good job from the back yesterday to move up the field. And we're starting to see the grid forming for race 3, and it's Lucas Au, that 128.6 with just 2 minutes to go, or just over, in this session now. We take a look at the number 12 from St. Petersburg in Russia, Artem Petrov, who literally follows in a long line of great Russians that we've had here, all the way back to Kvyat, Markelov, you name it, Mazepin, many others.
Yeah, sorry, just as you're saying that, Lawson and Armstrong both on great laps right now. So in Sector 3, Lawson to P2.
Lawson just popping out and beating Petrov. It's so close. Look at this. 28.6 by Hour, 28.5 by Lawson, it says. And in fact, Armstrong going quicker. 28.3. Marcus Armstrong from Christchurch in New Zealand pops out a brilliant 128.3 on his 7th lap with just under 2 minutes to go. This is heating up, folks. We've got 2 races this afternoon. Get your seats, get yourself the live stream, and get with us, because we have got a doozy. Armstrong, Hour, Lawson at the moment. Petrov drops down to 4th. Hyman's still there for Great Britain in 5th. Kataka drops to 6th at the moment. There's 1:36 to go in this session, and Armstrong choosing the perfect time to make his mark. An M2 competition, as always, right at the top and at the sharp end of qualifying. Armstrong needs this race 3, doesn't he? Just to get his marker down, as he did last year in Christchurch. He left Christchurch this time last year with the lead of the championship, and he'll want to do that again this weekend. I think Liam Lawson, I've said it again, Liam Lawson. I'll get it right one day. Liam Lawson's brilliant win yesterday probably put him on the back foot just somewhat, because I think that was a little bit of a surprise for all the competitors, because he is a rookie, remember.
Yeah, 100%. Armstrong, Petrov into P2. That's a top 5 or top 6 for M2 competition right now.
Petrov going back to 3rd. Lawson at 128.3. He's so close, 0.077 off Armstrong. And again, the Kiwis can celebrate. They're 1 and 2 at the moment, and they are taking it to this international field in this, the 15th running of the Castrol Toyota Racing Series from Highlands Park. 2 big races coming up, race 2 coming up in a few hours' time, and then the feature race later in the afternoon. And who will it be? Liam Lawson winning the first race. There he is in the number 10, coming under the bridge. Time running out, though. Just 15 seconds to go here. Can anybody improve? I think this is going to be our lineup, and it would be pretty special.
Hour.
Oh, Hour's done it! 128.291, right at the dying seconds. Hour puts in a brilliant lap to take pole position. Can anybody stop him, I wonder? Marcus Armstrong still on the front row. Liam Lawson in 3rd position, and Petrov, the Russian, will be 4th. That's the first 2 rows, but that was a brilliant lap by Lucas Auer of Austria. Can Petrov do something about it? He's on a good lap at the moment in Sector 2. He's just done a purple Sector 2. That's the fastest of anybody out there in Sector 2. Now he's got to put it all together in Sector 3 and see if he can move up from 4th place. Nobody else, I don't think, can challenge. Cameron Dass stays 7th. Hyman stays 6th. Peter Petacek in 5th place, the Czech. Then Artem Petrov and Liam Lawson 3rd at the moment. Armstrong in 2nd, and Lucas Auer out on top with that 228.291. There's the checkered flag. The qualifying is over. And Marcus Armstrong, a brilliant. He improves 228.118 on his 9th lap. A brilliant 3rd sector to go even quicker.
And Lucas Auer has matched him for Sector 1, Sector 2, so this is going to be a nail-biter.
It is exactly the same times, identical times from Armstrong and Lucas Auer. Can Lucas Auer pip him? A 33.3 he's chasing. As you say, identical times in the first 2 sectors, and identical times in the 3rd sector, and he just gets it. 228.056. Lucas Auer comes out on top, ahead of Marcus Armstrong. What a brilliant qualifying that turned out to be. And it's the Austrian who hits the top with a 228.056 in a nail-biter, 0.062, a blink of an eye between the top 2. Liam Lawson in 3rd place behind Armstrong will start on the 2nd row, having won the first race. Peter Petacek will be in 4th position. Artem Petrov in 5th, and Raoul Hyman rounding out the top 6. What a session, Nick.
That was awesome. As we thought, with the track condition improving, the cars get lighter through the session as they burn fuel. So as fans to watch that, it's pretty exciting, getting faster and faster.
Well, there's no question. You said you expected to see faster times in these cooler temperatures, and that's what we got. And Lucas Au, well, you say he's still getting used to being back in single-seaters. I don't think he needs much more practice. I think he's doing fine.
He's back.
He is absolutely back. And he needs to be. He's the most experienced driver out there at 24, probably the oldest. And he really does need to get himself dialed in for what will be a hugely challenging season in Super Formula in Japan. Racing for Red Bull, of course. Now he's got the Red Bull helmet on, and he will be representing them in Japan, as will Dan Ticktum. And of course, they'll be up against the mighty New Zealander that is alongside me, Nick Cassidy. My thanks to you. Give us a quick calendar. You're going to Daytona. We want to tune in, so tell all the Kiwis where you are so we can tune in.
Yeah, mate, I'm off to Daytona next week. I've got a 24-hour race there with Lexus. My first 24-hour race, I'm really pumped about that. First
Fighting
time,
against Scott Dixon.
Exactly. It's the first time racing in America. From there, I'm straight back to Japan for testing, and then into Super Formula and Super GT for the year.
All right, we wish you best of luck, Nick Cassidy. As you can see, the car's coming down into pit lane. There's Marcus Armstrong in the number 8. And just to his right is Liam Lawson. Coming into the pits now, the number 22 from Austria, Lucas Au. There's that Red Bull helmet I was telling you about. Remus sponsored. He's had Remus for a long time now. And this is his 3rd time here. He raced against Nick Cassidy back in 2012 and 2013. Good rival.
Yeah, he's a great guy as well.
Yeah, very laid back, good fun. And I think we're going to have some good fireworks from all of the field this year. And if that qualifying session is anything to go by, I think we're in for a cracking race. Both race 2, which is a reverse grid top 6, which will see Brendan Leach on the front row. So plenty to cheer about if you're a Kiwi. But congratulations to Lugi. You can see it on his helmet as he gets congratulations from his M2 competition team. It's hard to bet against M2 competition again this year. They've got a huge host of great drivers, including the man to Lugi's right. That, of course, Marcus Armstrong, one of the Ferrari Academy drivers. Qualifying 2 then is over. And a great result for Lucas Au, putting in that sensational lap on the final lap. Mark Pilcher just having a quick chat with him.
Well, Lucas, you absolutely nailed that right at the end.
Yeah, it was exciting qualifying. Happy to end up on P1. Team did a great job again. 3 cars in the top 3, the same team, so very impressive.
Where did you find that little bit of time right at the end?
To be honest, I saved also a bit because it's always the same at the last lap of every session is the fastest. So you kind of wait until the last 2 laps and then you try to smash it.
Getting back into these single seaters in a big way.
Yes, I even feel it every day. I step up, I raise my game, and I think there's still a lot more to come.
So, the race this morning, what's your feeling?
I think I start before somewhere in the reverse grid. Let's see how the start goes and then enjoy. Well done. Thank you.
So Lucas Au just sharing his thoughts with Murray Taylor. And well done to him, and well done to Marcus Armstrong. There he is. And we wait for race 2 coming up in a few hours' time. My thanks to Nick Cassidy. I'm Jonathan Green. We'll be back with all the TRS action from the Castrol Toyota Racing Series from Highlands Park very soon.
Marcus, just getting congratulations down here. Marcus, this is going to be a really tight season.
Yeah, sure is. To be honest, I thought I had that pole. And then I think Lucas did it on the very last second, so fair play to him. Pretty difficult because it's slippery and it's windy and all the conditions are against us, but it was fun.
Well, so you're off the front row. Another good result for New Zealand drivers. New Zealand drivers really take them to the international.
Yeah, for sure. Liam will be there all season, so will Lucas. I wouldn't be surprised to see a few of the Giants guys as well. And yeah, we'll see what happens this afternoon, but I think we'll rain.
Everyone reeling a little bit yesterday about yesterday's performance by Liam. Were you anticipating he was coming out of the blocks this quick?
Absolutely. There's no reason why not. Although, yeah, it's obviously really difficult to overtake here. So when you get to what it sort of feels like. But yeah, I expect it to be that way.
I know a lot of people are respecting the fact that you come back to New Zealand. You could have stayed in Europe. You're set up there. You've got a wonderful program underway. But you put your reputation on the line, and I think everyone appreciates that.
Thanks. But yeah, I'm not holding any grudge over what happened last season, so I'm here to race and win.
Here to race and here to win. That's what we want to hear. Well done, Marcus. Is that on or off? Well, Liam, after a fairly fantastic debut yesterday, into day two, start again.
Yeah, I was definitely hoping for a bit of an improvement in today's session, so it's still a little bit disappointing to be off P3 again. But, you know, qualifying for me is something that we've been needing to work on for a while anyway, so we'll keep working at it. But yeah, I mean, it's a long race. We have a reverse grid race and then obviously the long race in the afternoon, so it should be interesting.
Well, you've had a chance to sleep on it and think about it. Pretty sensational first day.
Yeah, yesterday was unbelievable, definitely very unexpected. I was lucky to get the front row start, and then, as I said, I focused on trying to get the start to the lead at the start, and then the car was good from there. So hopefully we can do something like that today.
All the best.
Thank you.